Well. What's up, everybody? Good to see y'all here. Uh, it's Tuesday. About time we got back. Let me fix my mic so it's not in everybody's face. I'm Keith. This is Crypto After Dark. Thank you for showing up. If you haven't done so, go ahead and hit like, comment, and subscribe. I don't have the little graphic up there because it quit working and I have to start a new one. But that's okay. Good to see everybody, man. Um, I got some interesting stuff to talk about tonight. Potentially charts rolling over and playing dead or not. We'll find out. Sorry, my throat's been a little iffy for the last couple of days, coming down from something or coming back up from something. But I think overall, the market's just kind of showing you if we were playing spades, that's kind of throwing hearts and clubs, okay? You hadn't seen the spades come out yet, I don't think. So, again, I'm Keith. Thank you for joining us. Everything I do is not financial advice. This is not financial advice at all. I'm not an advisor or a financial planner. I'm just some dude on the internet who you should probably not be paying attention to because I'm an idiot. And I don't know what I'm doing. Remember that. Okay, y'all remember that. I only know what I'm doing up to 82%. Okay? Everything else doesn't matter. Just remember that. If you haven't, grab you a drink. I got some new stuff. This is Hercules Mulligan Rum and Rye. I got this the other day. Haven't had a chance to drink it because I was sick. Got better. But I'm going to drink some now. I've already been drinking some. Already had a glass. And I'm just about to finish it off now. It's quite smooth. It doesn't have that hardcore bite like I thought it would have. It has a little bit of a vanilla taste, but barely any. It's pretty straight up, and I like it for that. Okay, who we got in here, and then we get started. All right. Of course, Mullet broke the cherry on everybody and got here first. What's up, Mullet? What's up, Jeremy? The other Danny. What's good, brother? He says he's not scared. Ian Houston, good to see you, my friend. Samson Scott Simpson, good to see you, brother. Ali, what's up? Slam, good to see you, my friend. Dan McKenna. Hey, Dan, I sent you a link on Patreon, I think. Some of y'all don't ever get back to me because Patreon's iffy, man. Sometimes my damn emails don't even come through. And then all of a sudden I get like 5 in a row. And I'm like, what is this shit? Millie Rock, that's Drizzy. What's up, Drizzy? What's up, Chad? Fam. Papa Nick, good to see you, bro. Calling names out there on that other live stream I was just on with the Kryptonaires. We were on a podcast just before this. I was kind of explaining some of the data that I have to kind of share with you guys tonight in a little bit more detail. I have a full hour, so we're going to break it down. Bear with me if my voice acts stupid. I got to have to clear it every once in a while, okay? I'm going to clear it with whiskey. Cigar, what's up? E. Phillips. Pops, good to see you. Oksana, what's good? D. Warren, what's good? Yvonne, the queen. Real quick. Straight bunny money. Y'all know what's up. The original bunny money people in here know what the deal is, okay? I'm taking it back. That's all there is to it. I'm taking it back. Ashley Vandermeer, what's good, bro? What's good, my lady? All right, so let's jump into this real quick. I'm going to talk about the data in a minute. I want to go through a couple things real fast. So Saturday night, I posted up a chart of the Dow. No, it was actually Friday. It was the Dow, the NASDAQ, the S&P 500, Facebook, Tesla, and Google. I put them in the Telegram group. Why do we put them in the Telegram group? Because that's where we do most of our charting. If you guys like to be a part of it, right there on the corner of the screen, patreon.com/Carolina Keith. Hook yourself up there for $8 a month and we'll get you in the Telegram group. All the money is donated. Anyway, I put all that in the Telegram group explaining that I thought the market was about to drop. Since that couple messages, the S&P 500 is down 1.5%, 590 points. The Dow's down. The NASDAQ is down. A couple other indexes that are important are down. Most of those stocks are down. Now, I'll ask this. Did you blame it on the news of the stuff going on in China with the bond yields? Or did you already see the fact that the Dow Jones, the NASDAQ, and the S&P 500 were all up there, take profit lines? They were all up there, okay? All of them were sitting right there at the point where they were saying, hey, man, maybe you should maybe think about pulling a little bit of money out of the market and rethinking your strategy a touch. How many actually did that? Scratching my head because I think it's nothing. I think it's zip, zero, nada, nobody, except a few of us. All right, so what I did, I had some options going, and I've since closed them. But I saw this coming. I was like, shit, man, this thing's right up there at take profit. It hasn't touched the weekly. It hasn't touched the weekly 21 in a really long time. I bet you this thing's going to touch the weekly 21 at some point. And bam, it hits the weekly 21. Now I'm glad I closed those calls. I didn't put any puts in, which would have been sell options. Didn't do it. I just simply closed my positions and took my money. We were curious. Another guy was talking to me on Twitter, was curious what the correlation is going to be with the crypto market and the stock market. Well, we don't exactly know yet because we've only had a couple of days here, but it appears the data says that crypto is running with stocks at the moment. We're seeing stock market come down with crypto at the same time. Now, interestingly enough, the dollar index didn't break too much stride, okay? As a matter of fact, if you look at the cloud, which I'm going to pull up now for you fine folks, you got 4 checked boxes on the cloud here. Let me change some settings. My damn cloud, for whatever reason, doesn't save default, and that irritates the shit out of me. I like the lag line to be black, and I like it thicker so I can see it, thicker than a Snicker. And we're going to save that as default. There we go. Now, we got 4 black check marks. Lag over, candles over, blue over red. That's conversion over base. And we got a green cloud. On the dollar index, I got 4 check boxes. I'm still long here. Even though this has formed a bit of a triple top here, we don't have a sell signal yet. And since I don't have a sell signal, I can't get out of it. It did hit R1. There are some things flashing that are saying, hey, maybe you should take some. That's fine. But I went ahead and looked over at the Forex market because of that. And I thought, gosh, maybe there's some signs flashing that perhaps the dollar would come up on Forex. Well, I went ahead and opened up a position on US versus the Chinese yen, or the Chinese yuan. Why did I do that? Well, what I noticed was the Chinese yuan was trending down and the US dollar was trending up. And I believe there's an exchange rate happening right there that's going to be beneficial to me. Now, there's some things I don't like. It's still under the pivot. Obviously, it's still under the pivot. I wish that was over it. It's not yet. Obviously, I don't have a go on the cloud. Not great. However, Forex, I tend to do on the lower time frames. I don't want to do this high time frames. I'm just using those to find my trend. The leverage is so high on Forex that I tend to be on low time frames. 4 hours pretty much the highest I ever go. And as you see over the last couple of days, up and up she goes. So I hit a bit of a home run here on this Forex call here. I'm not sure how much I'm up. I just put my stop losses and my take profit lines in. I'm pretty sure one of them hit. I think I had 4 open, all on the same one. I stacked them, which is a no-no. You don't do that. I did it anyway because I had that feeling this thing was going to pop up on top of the cloud a little bit and ride out, and it did. It worked out great for me. So, what does that mean? It kind of means that the dollar's showing a little bit of power, and it fell a really long way really fast, okay? And it's had a long, hard rebound. It still hasn't done much. It's still kind of scraping the floor, and I'm going to show you what I mean now. I'm going to go to the monthly here, take this cloud off, and I'll scroll it out here. I mean, it's just been a hardcore fall right here. Look at that. The dollar lost 9 cents on the dollar since COVID. I mean, since COVID, it lost 9 cents on the dollar. That sucks. Now, obviously, the redistribution failed right there, and it failed 786 right here, and it's been failing ever since. Now, the good news is, if we invert that, and we look down here and pull up, obviously, we're at 786, and it's catching it now. It's kind of ranging back and forth. My thought process here is, are we going to range back up towards $6.50 or $7 or 7%? You know what I mean? $7 to the dollar. You know, either way, I'm talking about the number on the chart here. Are we going to range back up towards 7? Gosh, I sure hope so. When I went to China and visited, it was 7 cents on the dollar. It was great. It felt like a king when you went over there with a dollar bill, because essentially you've got damn near $9 worth $1. It's awesome. It's awesome. You feel like you're somebody. You know what I mean? You feel like you're rich. You're not. You hardly have any money at all. But it feels good to walk around like you're swole. That shows me that the dollar wants to fight back, especially against other markets. Now there's some it's not going to fight back against. Pound sterling, it's trying. It's trying. I thought this was going to fall farther than it did, and it hasn't gone down yet. The euro, it's actually shown a little bit of strength, and particularly versus the euro. This was 72 cents at one point here, and it's pulled back pretty well. It's fought back with some power. It's up to 85 cents per dollar now. So essentially, if you had a stable coin and you're from Great Britain, that stable coin's pegged to the dollar. It's actually only worth 85 cents for you. Now, I want you to do that math from now on if you're in stable coins so that you can try to get that math a little bit faster in your head, okay? Remember that. If we go over to the straight up dollar index again, I'm sorry, not the dollar index. I want to go to the dominance chart and I want to look at stable coins, USDC and USDT, which are responsible for about 5% of the market right now in stable coins. 5% of the market is stable coins. Yo, that's crazy to me. All right. If we look at the USDC chart, you see that we had this hardcore pullback back here. We had a gap. It closed it. Now, after this pullback, things bounced really rapidly. Right off the 200. Man, isn't that amazing? That strongest magnet on the chart found the price and it popped right off of it. Had a double bottom bounce off of it. And now we're sitting on top of the 50 fib. What does this indicate to me? Man, all right, so since it blew through everything at once, I immediately thought this was going to fail and fall down. It didn't. It's hung up here and stayed above the 50 fib, which is right smack at the 100 moving average. This is all on the daily. Man, that's a little spooky because if this keeps going up, this shows me that percentage of the market cap, percentage of the money in crypto is going to continue to move into stable coins. And the USDT chart looks almost identical to this. Okay, so it's really pointless to try to show you that. But what I'm trying to say is we could see this number keep going up, okay, and keep going up, which means money is coming out of the coins and into stable coins, still in crypto, which means people are still looking for opportunities to try to get in and out, but they're pulling their money and hedging their bets on a drop, right? So it's actually a smart play to move your money into some stables if you get a little worried, you know what I mean? So, again, this is a little worrisome for me because it looks like it wants to hang up here and keep going. Just recently did the trigger line, the MACD line actually start to break through the midline on the MACD here and get up into the green trading zone, into the bullish zone. So this could last a while. Doesn't mean it will, just saying that it could. We're going to play it day by day. We'll find our spots, get in and get out. Let's look at some of the comments real fast. I see some shit flying over here. Let me clear my throat. No. Go Panthers. I hear you, bro. Go Panthers, my guy. I got to be honest. I don't know what the deal is. What's up, Ian? They look good so far. Bunny money, my friend. You know what's up, Mullet. You're one of the OGs, bro. High Water X Investor. What's up, guy? Good to see you. Lefty Chris is on Grant's channel. Just want to let you know. Oh, yeah, I know, bro. I blame Keith. I called it weeks ago. Yeah, bro, you've been all over it. He said, oh, man, I'm out. He's 786,000. End of the quarter. Yep. End of the quarter. We got to talk about that, too. Can't figure out where to enter, but nothing's here. Nothing here. Nothing to see here. Commands. The China fiasco, good for the dollar. I agree. It's good for anything versus the Chinese dollar. Institutions and risk off all comes down together, but dollar goes up, silver up, USD gold's up, platinum's up, palladium's up, nickel's up. I mean, it's what happens when people get a little scared. All that money starts to flow into stables and flow into hedges like gold. Now, the thought process was, does this money flow into crypto through fear of the stock market, right? That was the question. Does money flow out of the stocks and into crypto because people are scared and they want to go into something else and they think crypto is a good opportunity? Well, that hasn't played out yet now, has it? So we're still waiting to see. No questions, only answers. No answers, only questions. We don't even know yet. And I hate to try to tell you the wrong thing. So I want to play it day by day. Tesla puts, man, that might be a good idea, bro. I might look them over tonight. Tether's up, USDC's up. That's right. Sucks. Yeah, always 11 o'clock, Ken. Always 11 o'clock, bro. Ali says SRX. That's a wildwood flower grew up at the farm. We never really what it was called. Yo, what's up, man? Cryptocurrency CCS. Nomad, what's up? He says Nomad. Hey, what's up? That's the Steak Master, Nomad. Okay. Let's look at some charts real quick. I've got Strong pulled up here because everybody wants to know about Strong. Failing to break this trend line. I want to see it get over. It's trying to fall under the 21. It's not giving us 2 days in a row. It keeps bouncing back and forth, just like it did down here, back and forth and back and forth and back. I feel like this is happening again. We're just getting the same similar consolidation. Problem is, we don't have the support here that we had before, okay? We had support to tag and bounce off of down here. We don't have that up here, okay? Our support is at like 315, okay? It's just not there. So, kind of stuck in that aspect, and that leaves me paused that it may pull back toward that number, but I don't know that yet, and I don't want to call that. What I do see is similar sideways price action, just jogging along, trying to figure out what it wants to do. And until I see something more definitive, I'm staying pat. I don't see anything worth alarming you about. Let's go to Forex, SRX. The second best grossing node on the market. Again, similar stuff here as it had last time. Okay, it did this big run up and started a slow grinding sell off where it dipped and actually hit the 200, fell under it, and then reclaimed it. Same thing happened here. You've hit the 200 right here and fail. You've hit the 200 right here and pop back up. I thought it might go back up to 370. It did, almost exactly 370. That was good, but that's the last good thing it's done. If I click linear, it's pretty much the same as log. Doesn't matter. Okay, we got the similar wick off distribution pattern happening. It's not a wick off because it takes months to do that. However, you got the similar situation. Triple top, failed break, drop, pull back up, drop. Let's see if it can hold Sniper's Alley right here in red. If it can hold Sniper's Alley, we're all right. And this is going to continue to rebound and pull back up. And what I'm hoping is my rewards come in 5 days. What I'm hoping is these rewards get back up near $4 again. Man, if they get back up near $4 again, that would be amazing for me. I just need to go a little higher, okay? I'm perfectly happy with $3, by the way. I'm not even complaining a little bit. But it would have been really nice for $4 too. It'd been really nice for $4 too. I've been doing the math on the numbers and thinking, I was like, man, that's a chunk of change, dog. I can make a lick off that. So this has been my cash cow so far. I've cashed out 1 time already. This will be my 2nd time in 5 days. 100% profits. Amazing. I have 4 of these nodes. Made them all the way down here. All right, real quick. I see some questions. See some questions. Pack node in the house. Bro, I got a pack node. Are cuss words censored? No, what happens is YouTube does it, and I have to go back later and change it. Monetization is turned off right now, so it doesn't even matter. You know what? I almost did an NRG node, but I didn't based on the return. That's the only reason I didn't do it. I didn't like the chart the best either, but I was like, nah, I'll go somewhere else with it. But I thought about the NRG node. I really did. 32 people. What's up, y'all? Go hit like, comment, and subscribe, please. All right, pack. We'll go through this real quick. Pack node. I have my pack node running. I only have 1. It was a diversification play for me. I bought it right in this range. It's still hanging out right about where I bought it. So I'm going to leave it be. You know what else was a pain in the ass was a flux node. Honestly, dude, that was a lot of frustration. I'm glad I got it. Don't get me wrong. The second one was so much smoother, but the first one, dude, that had me pounding my head in the sand. I was pissed. But I got it going, so it's okay. Pack consolidating over here above Sniper's Alley. I like this. It's making a huge pennant right now. A really gnarly looking pennant, and this could move rapidly if it does move. problem is it seems to be stalling out. Now, the good news is the weeklies are swimming back up. All this recent sell-off hasn't been good for it. It hasn't reacted extremely well lately. So I need this to rebound quickly. And if it can't rebound quickly, then we're heading back for Sniper's Alley again, which is where 786, 886 for the or where the weekly 50 MA is, which is down more, right? I don't want that. I want this to go up because my rewards will go up. So I have these as eventual targets up here, at our target range up top. So that's the weekly chart. Now daily, it's a little more gnarly. It's actually showing sell, or so it's actually in the wait a minute zone. It's not a sell yet. Pre-search. For everyone asking, almost every chart tonight is going to be a sell. Sorry. If you want to buy these, knock yourself out. I'm not going to tell anybody what to do. Do your thing. But what I'm seeing is a lot of sell. Maybe you don't want to sell at all. Maybe you just want to hedge yourself a bit and take some profits. Maybe do that. Okay? I did. I made a hedge this afternoon. I made a big hedge. Took a little bit of a chance. We'll see what happens. Let's see how it plays out. In this world, nothing ventured, nothing gained. Okay? You got to risk it to make the biscuits. You got to dig deep. Grab those cojones and strap in sometimes. I did it. I'm not telling you guys what to do, not financial advice, to your own thing. But I'm not going nowhere, okay? This is my life now. I'm not running from this. I'm here for it. I want to know everything I can about all the data all the time. All right. That's our pack node. You see this big inverse head and shoulders right here. I want to see this play out and break this neckline. It may fade a little bit and retest it. That would be amazing if it did. I don't think this runs over yet. I'm sorry. I just don't. Let's look at Flux, and then we'll get into a couple other charts, and then we'll go over the data I've got to present to everybody. Flux, all the way to the take profit lines. First target, I hit this one right on the fucking nose. Bam, it bounced right off the profit line. Eat a dick, gulp. Yeah, you heard me say it. Right off the profit line. Damn, bro. It doesn't get any better than that. It just doesn't. It doesn't. I'm fully prepared for this one to happen, and I couldn't have been happier. Bought these nodes back here. Man, this one felt good, okay? This one felt good. I do see it fading back to the 8 and catching the 8 here. We'll see what happens. I want to see it come up more. Everybody does. We'll see. It's over all-time high now. It's in price discovery, so it's going to be day by day, okay? We can't guess in price discovery. We got to let it play out. He said, you're right, Nomad. I feel ready with food, water, protection, ammo, essentials, medicine tool, and whatever else I could think of. I feel you, bro. A lot of people are getting spooked on this stuff, thinking the whole world economy is going to fall. I'm not there yet. It's not there yet. Just because we have a president who can barely say a sentence and doesn't answer questions doesn't mean the world's coming to an end. It just means somebody else is in charge. I don't care either way, by the way. All right. Now let's go look at these quick charts, which you guys are talking about real quick. And we'll get into the data. That's Venus versus Ethereum. That's no good. There we go. Ooh, this one's bad. Yeah, it's going to be a no-go here, T-Dub. That's not great. Even if we try to find a reverse fib on this one, it doesn't look great. Not for the home team, anyway. Yeah, it's going to come down more. Shit. That doesn't look good. Not a great look, right? All right, AVAX. Avalanche. Chugging along, though. See, some of these are still going. Strong would be one of them. Ohm is one of them that are still going. You got a tits move right here. Hopefully it can survive this tits move. If so, man, you're still sitting up over here. This one's still going to go to profit lines, I think. We go to linear. What do we got? It already hit one on linear, but it's still trying. I mean, I still like $100 on Avalanche. That sounds crazy, doesn't it? I don't think it is. I think you're in the wait a minute zone right now, but it's fighting back over the top of it. If it can get up there, that's great. I mean, you're talking $99 even, which I'm going to call 100 based on a psychological round number of 100. Then we're going to get that tits move that it's playing right here. It's about to happen. Let's see. It never felt enough. Oh, you're talking about Vixie? Is that what you're talking about now, Venus? We'll look at it then. Yeah. I'm going to look at that too real quick. CeeLo for China Matte. Yeah, man. CeeLo's trying its best. It's got a north break from this funky looking pennant right here that it made. Man, the indicators are trending up. You might be onto something here, Matt. Don't doubt China Matte. He's a quant. Yeah, look at that thing go. It got 3 out of 4 check marks, and it's trying to make the 4th. I believe it's going to make it in a day or two. And CeeLo's a good looking chart. Damn. Should probably hedge into some of this. I like it, China Matte. I like it. Let's see it holds here. If it holds here, that's great. You were talking about VIXY, right? Let's do this. Yeah, here's the thing. Even though this looks bad, I mean, look, it's done this before where it's thrown these little like flares up and shown you that it wants to go, but it never really has. It flared. It just keeps doing this over and over again, right? Throwing up flares like it wants to high dollar and roll out. Problem, it never really does. Especially with this gap here. This gap immediately gives me pause to make me think that thing's going to pull back. Vector space AI, okay. All right, there you go. Yeah, this one's still doing the same thing as the others. This one's off into a sell territory. If it closes here, that's a sell. Sucks. I know it sucks. Luna, CTXC. Hey, that was the old Brian Shield coin. Remember that? He used to sit there and scream about it all the time. Nobody ever listened to him. And now look. Yeah, broken the 200. This is a slow mover. Can this hold the 200? We see the other ones have really bad rejections right here. And this one's kind of at the redistribution level. It's got a little bit of a trend line right here. It hasn't broken. I'd be very careful on CTXC too. Doesn't look the best. Oof. That's a scary one there. Luna. Oh, yeah. Okay. Luna went up and smacked the take profit line again. Golly, Luna's one of the best performers of the market ever. It just keeps performing over and over and over again. That's unfortunately a sell now. It's dropped below the 50. Below the 8, below the 21. It's on top of the one line. I get it. It's testing all-time high, right? It may just flirt here for a while and let these other indicators catch up. But that's still not a buy. Still a sell. I can't argue with the chart. All right. Couple more here, and we'll jump into something else. Because I want everybody to understand what I'm about to say, man. It's going to hurt people's feelings and piss people off, and I don't really care. You got to hear it. Yeah, Theta is a full-on sale everywhere. It may pull back up just to the 8 and then fail again. Seen this before. Just heard this song before. Mike Baker Jr. Got you, bro. DAG. A lot of people want to know about DAG because they think they're going to make a killing off of it. She's coming back down, bro. You're going to get a cheaper node. For the amount they're charging for a node on DAG, like 75 grand. It's coming back down some. So it's hanging out right here at support. Problem is all the indicators are still pointing down. All of them are still pointing. All of them are pointing down to at least the 100, which is 20 cents, which is going to get you a $68,000 node roughly, but that's still $7,000 better than you were going to spend, right? So that's a good thing. DAG is an extremely expensive node that only pays about 33% per month. So just be careful. Let's see. Yeah, we already went over SRX. I don't think it's tanking. Yeah, it's not tanking. It's not tanking at all. It's still up almost 7,000%, bro. That's not tanking. Come on, guy. That's just pulling back. Like I said, it's on the 200. I did the exact same thing before. See what happens. People have to start working on their vernacular. Tanking means the thing went down 80% overnight. It's done. It's never coming back. That's not what's happening. It's happened before. This has all part of the playbook on this coin. All the rewards are being dropped right now for the next week or so. All the rewards are being dropped. We have to ride out this wave. It sucks. No, it sucks. We have to ride it out, give it a little bit, and I bet you things will get better in the future, okay? No tanking. Exactly, no tanking. It's just pulling back. This is part of the game. And as in fact, it stopped at 786 and held up right there. Again, that gives me pause and makes me think, okay, it's going to hold support. So, all right. Real quick, let's get a drink, and we'll talk about what we're going to do next. Data time. All right. By the way, if you got drinks, drink them. I got some whiskey. There we go. Time for some whiskey. Ooh, that's good. All right. It's a good sipping whiskey. Okay. So, essentially what I've done is I've gone through a ton of coins on Coinbase. And the reason I used Coinbase was that I wanted to make it the most fair observation that I could, okay? I said, okay, people are arguing with me about timing, about Coinbase effect, about news, about listings, all this other stuff, right? All of it to me is noise, but I wanted to go through and actually pull some data and see what I could find, right? I thought I'll do this on Coinbase because Coinbase is the number one exchange. Every retail ape can use it, right? I'll start there. So what I did was I went through 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 different coins, right? 13 different coins. And this is just Coinbase. I also did Binance. I did Kraken. I did, oh man, I have to look through the other one. I did another one. So I'll start with ZRX. Hey, what's up, Kelly Slade? Good to see you. Tristan, man, what's up? Where you been, bro? Where you been? We've been here getting drunk. Where you been? All right, so I started with Coinbase. Number one coin I saw on the list was ZRX. So the date ZRX was listed was October 11th, 2018. At first, it went up 23%. You think, gosh, that's great. The problem was it failed the 50, failed the 8, failed the 21. The very next hour, it dropped 89% in the coming days. 89% it dropped. Now, was there a Coinbase effect that made everything go pumping, as what people say? No, it wasn't. It doesn't exist. 1inch was listed on April 7th, 21, right about the time the market pulled back, right? The day it listed, it failed to break the 8 and the 21. It dropped 44%. Okay? 44%. Were you going to argue with me? AAVE, AAVE, or Lind. It actually started on December 14th, 2020, in a bull run. That's when it was listed, right? During the smack of the takeoff, right? It went up 13%. Over the next coming days, dropped 35% and continued along. Okay? What was the effect there? You went up 18, but down 35. Doesn't sound great to me. ACH. Okay? August 2nd, 21. It was already a buy on November 8th, 2021. Months ahead. It's in a bull run. But since it's down 47%, shortly after that, shortly days after it was listed, down 47%. Algorand, August 14th, 19, 88% off the bat, straight down 88% off the bat. One of the worst. Ampleforth, June 8th, 21, minus 60% failed the breakout and has been mostly sideways ever since then. Man, that Coinbase effect sucked for that one. Augur, Rep. No one ever buys that, right? 4719. Down 75% after it listed. And these are all in a row. These are alphabetical. Axel, AXS, August 11th, 21, minus 1% since listing. Before it listed to Coinbase, it's up 67,000% without ever being listed on Coinbase. 67,000% without ever being on Coinbase. Are you listening? Do you hear me? Am I starting to make a little bit of sense to you? Balancer, October 7th, 21, right before the bull run. Minus 45% on listing. Up 121% since during the bull run. Minus 45% at listing over the coming days. BNT, December 14th, 21, right before the bull run. You had a buy signal 11 days before it was listed. It's up 290% since listing. Okay. There's one you finally got me with. Band, August 13th, 20, minus 74% on listing. Failed the 821. That's up 61% since. Was a buy signal when I wrote this down. Not anymore. And the last one I wrote down on the top of the front page here was Bond. 6/3/21, June 23rd. Minus 25% at listing. No current buy signal. Sale. It's down more since then. 1 out of 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1 out of 13. 13%. No, that's actually less than that. That's a wonderful accuracy for that Coinbase effect, isn't it? That's exactly why we don't watch the news. Stop being an ape. It doesn't work. It's a failed system. Don't do it. I'm not saying it doesn't work completely. Don't let me put it that way. What I am going to say is the percentage of accuracy is so low that it's not worth it. It's like taking a nuclear bomb and dropping it in the middle of the ocean and saying, gosh, I hope it hits some land. No, you would drop it over land and say, yeah, now I know I'm going to hit some land. Instead, for whatever reason, our community has decided that we need to have news cause the charts to move. Thank you, Kelly Slade, roughly 7%. Double it. It's only 14. Double it. For the benefit of the doubt, 14%. Okay, so, hey, Tristan, you don't want to go to sleep yet, bro? You won't hear this right here. This is going to be good. This is going to burn, okay? This is going to burn. This is XRP. I have 25 more pages of these, okay? I'm just going to do XRP here. Double it and call it 16%, Kelly. That's still not good enough for me to care. All right, so I explained this on the Cryptonaires podcast I was just on, okay? Essentially what I did was I picked XRP for a reason. The reason I did it was, hey, it's the #1 news coin. The world thinks it's going to, I say the world, crypto Twitter thinks it's the second coming of Jesus. It's got the best utility. It's got the best team behind it. All the banks are in on it. You understand? Interledger protocol, okay? All that. Should be $1 million a coin based on the news, right? You've never said, gosh, man, I just don't think XRP is worth less than $10,000 a coin. Because if you look at it, I mean, all the major banks are in it. Right. Okay. Whatever. So what I did was I went on xrparcade.com to plug the dude. I normally don't do this, but I just thought, fuck it, I'll do the simple thing that anybody else would do. I went on Google and I typed in XRP news. XRP Arcade popped up, okay? And there was actually a cool timeline in there that had everything listed as the important events on the timeline, right? Here they are. I even made more important events by underlining them and drawing squares on them. So let me count these out. 1, 2, 3, 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. I have 26 events listed on this page. I'm going to go ahead and tell you that 1, 2, 3 of them didn't work out for me. 3 of them out of 26. That means 3 times you could argue that you were right. And 23 times I would argue that I was right if we were having a stupid argument. Okay? Let's just go through some of the more important ones. I don't want to go through every single one of them because it's frustrating to hear how wrong everyone has been. On May 14th, 2018, in the middle of a bear market, folks, XRP announced the Spring Initiative, which was meaning they were going to give money to smaller businesses to help build the ecosystem, right? At that day, you already had a sell signal. In the coming few days, minus 41%. That was extremely bullish news. That was extremely bullish news. I missed one, 9/8/17, September 8th, 17. That was when Ripple was sued by R3 Corda. Okay? They got sued. It was already a sale when that happened. The chart actually went up 5%. What the fuck? Why? Why? That was terrible news. It should have went way down. Didn't happen. Okay, so here's one that went against me, okay? And this one goes back to, excuse me. Whew, thought I was going to sneeze. This one goes back to supply and demand. On December 15th, 2017, XRP announced that they would be locking coins in escrow and slowly releasing them. Okay, you've locked away supply, you've increased demand. The chart went up 1,187%. Okay, that was also that big move that it did back in 2017 that everybody always kind of tries to compare the chart to. Supply and demand, folks. Supply and demand. That one went for the news people, okay? Now, it's important to note that everything that I just announced was before anything else was announced. It was down 86% before the Spring Initiative and before any of the other little small news that I didn't list was in there. All right. So it's, I mean, it was already down before the spring stuff happened. All right. They announced college partnerships on June 4th, 2018. It was already a sale, but they announced partnerships with a couple different universities to help develop the blockchain, right? You want to get these people in the space. You want to get young people going, right? I get it. And get people moving. Minus 63%. Ooh, minus 63%. Damn. All right. On August 14th, 2018, Ripple announced that 50% of all of their nodes have been removed control from them. So they're 50% decentralized. Get that? Minus 18%. Ouch. On October 1st, 2018, I'm sorry, let's do this one. On September 11th, 2018, 9/11, R3 settlement happened. Okay? That should have been amazing bullish news. Amazing bullish news. It was already a sale and the chart didn't move. It went up 1%, down 3%, up 2%, right? Didn't really move. It was kind of flat. On October 1st, 2018, on-demand liquidity was announced. Holy shit. You mean to tell me they're going live with banks? The world melts. That was a buy signal at that time, down 34% in the coming days. Oops. All right. The big one, June 17th, 2019. This is that moment where XRP or Ripple purchases MoneyGram and says, hey, we got a partnership with a company, with a real traded security company. Holy shit, everybody. This is that moment when crypto and stocks have combined forces and we're going to have an unstoppable bond that's going to send us to the moon. To the moon. Only it didn't happen. What did happen? Partnership was announced. The chart was a buy. It proceeded to go down 74% in the coming days. You see, what had happened was, Oh, God. Oh, that's good. All right. So after that, December 20th, 2019. December 20th, 2019. In the investment world, there's funding series that they do to raise money before they launch tokens, okay? Or launch stocks or whatever. Companies want to build capital so they have money to do things with, okay? There's Series A, which are the initial investors, which none of us are. Then there's Series B investors, which are their Series A investors plus some extra guys. Then there's the Series C investors. And the Series C investors are the last ones that come in before a company's kind of like, we're washing our hands of new investors, we got enough money. Well, Series C investors are comprised of people like us who want to get a little bit in, people who have some in but want to get more, and the people who would like to get that last little bit before it hits live, okay? Before it goes publicly traded or whatever. That was a Series C funding announcement. That should have been hella bullish. Why? Because you're telling everybody, hey, look, man, we almost don't need anything from anybody else. We're ready to rock. The chart was a sell, and it was flat for the next coming days. That sucks, doesn't it? Oh, God. All right. Next two extreme. There's more news in here, but I'm not going to get to all of them. Now, an important note here is right about between April and May, for the first time ever since 2017, I didn't really count that as an uptrend because it was out of nowhere, right? Let's call it the second time ever, an uptrend started. And on May 5th, 2020, ISO 20022 was announced. Okay. And if anyone doesn't know what that means that it's one of the coins, right? It's one of the coins. The only ones that matter are the ISO coins. Okay. Those are the coins. It was a buy signal that day. What happened over the next coming days? What happened? Minus 22%. Minus 22%. Not good enough. Then I remember this like it was yesterday. They had this pay ID announcement, and this pay ID was going to be great. Okay. Because you understand, this gives us a way to see each other in the crypto world for more than just Twitter and stuff, right? Pay ID is going to open up more doors. It's going to help everybody out. How many times have you heard about Pay ID since? You ain't heard shit about it. Everybody forgot. Shh. Went away. That was Pay ID. That was a buy signal. In the coming days, minus 17%. I don't get it. Why do they keep going down? It's bullish news. Now, here's one in the column that you could say went your way. December 22nd, 2020. I'm sorry, November 22nd, 2020. That was the Ripple lawsuit from the SEC, right? It was already a sales signal at that point. We'd already taken some profits, didn't we? The chart went down 67%. Okay, so in retrospect here, we've had 3 out of 26 moments on just this page that said, hey man, maybe you shouldn't be watching the news anymore. Now I could do this for XLM. I can do this for Bitcoin Cash. I can do this for Bitcoin. I can do this for Ethereum, Cardano. I can do this for Link. I can do this for almost any coin on the ERC20 network. Some of them I couldn't find news on that I wanted, like ZIL. There's only bullish news on ZIL, obviously. And there were some other ones that had bullish news, but it was inconsistent data, and I didn't want to use that on here and then make it seem like I was trying to make stuff up. Okay. I wanted to be as like fair and straight up as I could. So with an accuracy of less than 20%, 15 to 10%, why would you want to trade that way? Why would you want to invest that way? Why would you take your hard-earned money that you spent time and effort to make on something so hit and miss? That is ridiculous. If I were to take $100 to Las Vegas and you looked at me and said, Keith, I want you to make $200 out of this 100. I'm not going to go to the machine that says you have a 15% chance of winning. I'm going to go straight to the machine that says you have an 85% chance of winning. You sit here 85% of the time, you're going to win. I'm going to sit at that machine until they make me move. Until they make me move. I'm not going to go, you know what? I think that 15% looks pretty good over there. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go look at that 15%. And I know some people might be tempted to say, well, that 15% is a lot more important. If I show you the numbers, it's actually not. It's actually not. It's actually far, 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 far less important. So, I'll leave you with saying, hey man, maybe I'm wrong about everything. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. Or maybe you should listen a little bit. Maybe, just maybe, I'm not full of shit. Okay? I think there's a place for both of us. If you're asking me, is the news completely insignificant? No. Sometimes it matters. Most of the time it doesn't. And for most coins, it doesn't. Now, let's answer some questions real quick, and then we'll be off here. We got 8 minutes left. Yeah, MIT was one of those schools. Thank you, Kelly. XRP Universe coin, when they're ready, weed the week out, so the entire system will put back in place. Meanwhile, I'll play the rest of the market. Yeah, I just don't even buy XRP anything. I don't buy anything with that. But I totally get it. Yeah, Owlboy bought in that hype. Absolutely, Tristan, and he sold it to everybody. And that's where these shirts came from. Okay? Had I not bought that hype, I'd have never been where I was, okay? I fell for the hype too. I was just smart enough to say, hey man, maybe this dude's full of shit. Maybe I'm right, and maybe he's wrong. Maybe I'm not, just sitting there scratching my head going, what am I doing wrong? I'll tell you what I did wrong, which is argue with the chart. Brad Garlic Bread appeals appeared on CNN. Damn it, dude. Strong probably going in the mid 400s. Yeah, I honestly, I like it to range between 475 and 525 ish. It can do more. It can go crazy. Obviously, I could be wrong. Let's pull it up here real quick. Right there. Yeah, right now you're ranging about 500. Nice big psychological number, and it keeps bouncing back and forth between buy and sell. So that kind of tells me to just get out and stay out until it finishes out what it wants to do. There's support at 400. There's support at 445-ish. That's why I say 450 to 525, 475 to 525, somewhere around in that range, bouncing back and forth until the indicators catch up. Now, on the daily, they've already caught up. And the weekly, RSI is still overbought. And it's going to have to catch its breath before it does anything significant. I know that sucks to hear, but it looks like it's already tagged the weekly AEMA right there at 438. So that's good. Doesn't need to do it again. Perhaps we get another continuation candle where it just bounces off the 8. We're going to have to play this one day at a time. It's in price discovery. You cannot go making crazy assumptions when things are in price discovery. You have to play it day by day. Yeah, I wish I had a cricket chirp. So I got to figure out how to program this thing, man. Yeah, what Scott just said, that's why 90% of crypto traders lose their ass. That's why 90% of traders lose their ass. Why? Because they argue with the chart. They argue with the 85%. They want the 15% to matter. You're going to lose. You're going to lose. Lots of TA look great until the news. Oh, Lord. Is this a time where news matters because it seems like it? No, Jason, which particular one are you talking about? Because like I talked at the beginning, DJI, NASDAQ, all of them were already at take profit lines. All of them were already at take profit lines. What news made CRV drop 20%? What news made Mithril drop? Or what news made Mithril swing, I think, 32% in one day? What news made that happen? The point is you can't find any, so you got to have to start manufacturing news. to reach the narrative. Well, that's because of Bitcoin. How long are you going to live on that narrative? How long can you live on the narrative? Well, it's just all because of Bitcoin. But that's not true. If that was true, every chart would be flat. They would all be completely flat, and they're not. All these charts go up and down and up and down and up and down. If they don't all follow Bitcoin, what are they doing? I'll tell you what they're doing. They're doing their own thing. They're following their own chart. It's just as simple as that. I would love to agree with anyone that has better data than me, but we can look at it and say, well, I think it matters, but show me. Don't say I think it matters. Show me. Give me your data, and I'll honestly look at it. I'll listen to any data anybody has, because I want to know the 100% facts, and I want to know the hope, the maybe, or the wish. Okay, we don't need to. We don't need to. Thank you, thank you, China Master. Don't forget to drop a like. How does CEI do you look? Yeah, let me look real quick. CEI. We've been talking about CEI for a long time, and CEI finally showed me something. Again, if everything's going down, then why, I ask you, why did CEI go up? Let me find it everywhere. Where the hell is it? There it is. I was struggling for a second there. Oh no, the Evergrande news has been happening for about 6 months, bro. The Evergrande news has been happening for about 6 months. It's just now getting coverage. And if that's the case, why did it matter until right when the market started to hit take profit lines? I'll show you what I'm talking about here in a second. Yeah, so CI over the last few days up 346%. Show me where the Chinese bond market scared CEI. It didn't. Yeah, what China Matt just said right here. Evergrande has sold off chunks of their business 4 times in the past year to cover their debt interest because they couldn't make the payments. Okay? Why does it matter this time and all the other ones? How come it all of a sudden matters? Right? They've been doing this for a while. They've been chasing their tail for a hot minute. Okay? Now what? Now what? All of a sudden it mattered? Nah, man. I'm not going to hear it. So, show you the DJI real quick before we get out of here. You see this big drop we had right here in January. We bounced off the 100. It immediately recovered, went crazy. People will blame stimulus on that. I don't think that was it at all. You see it went to one of the take profit lines and bounced right off of that bitch almost perfectly. Put the pivots in here. Oh, look, it's R2 right there. It's flirting with it. Bounced off the top of the take profit line at 33.7. That's why I don't think this is a mega dump or anything like that. The indicators are up, but that's okay. This is proven in the past to be keeping on going. Let's look at the NASDAQ real quick, which is better looking in my opinion. I got it over here. Oh, let's just do the S&P 500. We'll do that first. S&P 500 over R2 as well. I pull the fib on it from the same period in time in January. Let me look at this. Are you kidding me? Directly on a take profit line. What the fuck? Why are we arguing? It stopped at a take profit line. Oh my God. It gave you multiple chances to get out. In fact, now it's sitting in the wait a minute zone, giving you another chance to think about it. Meanwhile, look at that bitch roll over on the MACD. Mullet will be the first one to tell you that's time to peace out. But we've seen this before, where it did this and danced up here, and the price kept going up and had bullish divergence. Bullish divergence. The daily sitting on the 100, all the 821s diving down. It's short as hell. The MACD looks ugly. It looks like this is going to fade and come back down here to the 1414, in my opinion. That doesn't mean it's going to happen. That's just the flashes that I'm getting here. So I could keep showing you these, but the point is, this was already going to happen. This was already going to happen. Profits are already going to get taken. This is part of the game. Real quick, let me look real quick at everybody else's. No, I don't think they default at all. I think someone will come up and buy them out. That's the way it works usually. Jason, when someone's in trouble, companies usually come and buy them out. That didn't happen with Goldman Sachs because it never happened before. I'm sorry, Lehman Brothers. That didn't happen with Lehman Brothers because it never happened before. But after the first one, everybody went, holy shit, they actually died. And then after that, the government was like, yeah, we can't do this again. We can't. We got to figure something else out, bro. That was a bad look. And then magically, mergers started happening, buyouts started happening, and money started flying. And ever since then, I've been planning on it to keep happening. Now, obviously, I don't know that. It's impossible to try to guess. I don't want to guess. I just want to look at the chart and play the chart because that's a given known fact. What I don't want to do is start trying to speculate on shit that doesn't matter. So, right now, it's sitting on the 100. The whole market is sitting on the 100. This could bounce up temporarily and then pull back down more. So let's be very, very careful for what we're doing. It's 12 o'clock. Thank y'all for stopping in. I appreciate everybody. It's been an hour. We always dip out after an hour now. 37 people through an hour. That's badass. I thank y'all for actually who showed up. Those who didn't, it's okay. It's cool. We're not going to have a stream Thursday. We'll have one next Tuesday. I got shit to do on Thursday. I have a baseball game. Then there's a football game on after the baseball game. I have no time to stream, but I will be back next week with 2 streams. So from me, from the Assassins, thank you, everybody. I